Hello and welcome to the Critically Curious. I'm a Monk, and today we are in episode 16 of our Empire of Sin Let's Play. Now this is our impossible playthrough, of course. That's what the thumbnail says, and that's exactly what it is for anyone that's been following this playthrough so far. We have lost an incredible amount of gangsters. In fact, the last episode was the first episode in a very long time that we actually managed to keep all of our gangsters alive. And following that episode, I would like to continue that streak. Now, is that going to be possible? I honestly don't know. For anyone watching right now and enjoying this playthrough, let me know down in the comments how you think this episode is going to go. Am I going to keep everyone alive or not? Just to let you know, I will be taking on a safe house in this episode. I kind of decided that fact at the end of the last episode. Now, I actually had someone let me know within the Discord. For anyone that's not in the Discord, the link is down in the description. But it turns out I believe I'm actually in a two-man war right now. I, of course, have Daniel Jackson, but Stephanie has joined this war with him. So I am actually currently at war with not one, but two factions. Now, I'm in an R-ing as to who to take on first. Well, I'm going to take on Stephanie first. And the reason I'm going to take on Stephanie first is because I believe she has the Number Cruncher, which is a rather good sledgehammer. And that is an upgrade for me, because for anyone that has been following the playthrough, they will know I'm doing a melee-only playthrough. Not allowed to use any guns, therefore having a unique melee weapon or a second unique melee weapon, as I already have the Widowmaker, would be rather helpful. Now, once again, for anyone just tuning in for this episode, I'm not allowed to use my boss. So if you're wondering where old Frankie Donovan is, well, he is sitting at home behind a desk doing his tax reports. I'm also not allowed to use healing items while in combat. And I believe that's about where we're at. I don't think I have any more restrictions. I am on boss difficulty, and we are kind of working our way through. We have quite a few bosses left, however, and hopefully we are going to take out another one. Now, I'm constantly on the lookout for better things in the black market. I'm also needing to sell some items too, because we're kind of low on money now. We're low on money because we've got a hell of a lot of gangsters. We've got a lot of high tier gangsters, and so constantly rotating what I've got in my inventory is a really good idea. I'm obviously still hoping to get more trinkets. Now, trinkets, for whatever reason, have not appeared in my black market. I don't know why, but in every single playthrough I have ever done, I have always got at least one stethoscope. Not a single one has appeared for me in my playthrough. Let me know again down in the comments if this has happened to you. I believe that it's more important now than ever that I actually get a stethoscope that will give me a boost on whatever gangster that I want it to have with health. I would also quite like boxing gloves that also boost the damage of melee. These two items would be fantastic and are incredibly common items. However, for whatever reason, the game wants to plague me. I have not got them. It's unfair. And I'm hoping my luck does change eventually in one of these episodes. I got no idea how long this playthrough is gonna take me, but I am gonna continue to support this game, continue to support this playthrough, and we're gonna see where it takes us. And of course, we're gonna continue growing that death count inevitably of the gangsters we have gone through. Honestly, at this point, I should really be calling this the Massacre of the Black Book. However, I have actually already done that in an episode. In fact, I made one video which was literally able to that, the Massacre of the Black Book. We killed every single gangster in one fight. It was kind of epic. But at this rate, we are kind of doing the same. It's just taken us a hell of a lot longer. Anyway, let's get stuck into this episode. Hopefully you guys are intrigued, enjoying it, and following along. If you are not subscribed to the channel already, think about doing so. I definitely have you covered when it comes to Empire of Sin, and we have a variety of other games featuring on the channel as well. I do love the melee attacks. I think they're really cool. I think honestly one of the best things you can do in this game, regardless of whether you follow this, the set of restrictions or not, is use a melee slash pistol combo. So overpowered, really is at the moment. I would say until we finally get our update, I don't think we're ever going to get an update on this game again, as sad as that may be. So yeah, I guess melee and pistols are the way to go. For me, however, I cannot use my pistol, unfortunately, so just melee it is. Let's make sure we position all of our gangsters in a semi, I want to be able to use them all. Obviously, combat's not going to start until I trigger combat. We are in ambush mode right now, which is very overpowered, by the way. I think within this playthrough, I've kind of discovered and tweaked and kind of realized just how overpowered ambush mode actually is. But yeah, we definitely need to get our gangsters into position, making sure that everyone can actually attack. Now, we are actually outside of the safe house. I believe it is Stephanie's safe house. Now, for anyone new to the game, I tend to find that sometimes the fight outside the safe house is extremely difficult. It's really not easy. They are the toughest guards that you'll see. Sometimes that safe house is situated in a bad area. You've got several other rackets in that area, so you can get a lot more gangsters drawn in as well. And of course, those main 4 guards are rather tough. I find if you get really unlucky, these are the guards that will injure you before going into the safe house as well.
Done.
But for us so far, it is easy as chips.
Okay.
Very nice, good little win. Now, before we go in, we want to make sure that everyone's healed up. I believe they already are, which is good for us. But we also want to be using bullet shield. Don't forget, you can actually buff your gangsters before entering a racket. When it comes to safe houses, any kind of buffs, any kind of advantages that we can get is absolutely needed. Especially given the fact of what we are doing. Now, what I'm hoping for is one of the kinder safe houses and not the open plan safe house that we have just got. This is the worst possible outcome for us because we have to march all the way down the other end of the safe house towards Stephanie with 12 reinforcements coming. Damn, that's a lot. While of course being shot all the way. So this could be fun, guys. We are definitely at odds here. There are a lot of gangsters here. 11 plus 12 coming in. That's problematic. 23 people in total. Can we do it? Can we do it without any deaths whatsoever? Yeesh. Let's have a look. We're in so far, right? In for a penny, in for a pound. That's what they say. Now, Cristiano is, in my opinion, the best gangster in the game. I absolutely need him involved in this combat. But I think popping him behind a little bit of cover is going to be a good idea too. So we're going to get him up the field and, of course, in half cover. Good old Grover is in full cover. I feel like in this playthrough I have paid attention to cover more often than not. Normally I get bags of comments telling me that how bad I am with my positioning, you know, because I don't kind of stick to cover quite often. So I have tried to keep that in mind a little bit more in this playthrough. But hey, we've got to make it entertaining, right guys? What I should have done is taken out all the rackets around this safe house. That is what I would recommend to anyone new to the game as well. However, we don't tend to stick to our own advice here on this channel. So of course we haven't done that. We are plowing in. And yeah, there are 12 reinforcements. Had this been any other safe house, I think we would have been able to control those reinforcements a little bit better. However, we do have a fixer. She does have poisoned crow's feet and they are incredibly overpowered. In the last safe house we done, we did use those poison crow's feet to our advantage and it worked very, very well. So I'm hoping that they will do the same here as well. But we'll see. Now, I think Grady is going to have to stay down here at the door. He's going to have to help look after and stem the tide of those reinforcements coming in. But he's definitely going to need help as well. And I feel that that's where our old man Clyde can fit in too. Clyde, of course, has so slow on the initiative. He is the last person to do anything. I think we got quite lucky with that first round of attacks from the AI. So Clyde, we want to put him in a little bit more defense, and of course we want him by and close to the door as well. There's no reinforcements coming in until the next turn. I've always felt that Stephanie's ability was lacking a little. It's a real shame. I always felt that she needed a little bit of a rework, a little bit of a buff maybe. She's not a bad boss, but her ability alone, if you're judging her just on her ability, she probably has one of the worst abilities in the game. Oosh! We poisoned her, she's bleeding, she took heavy damage. I'm quite happy with what we've done to her already. Now Diana is one of my favorite gangsters that we have. She is my favorite medic of all time. Her dart gun is absolutely amazing. Of course, we're using her as melee only. I'd like to keep her alive. Dottie does huge damage. Bruno as well. We really have got some big guns in this playthrough so far. There isn't too many more that I would like to bring in. Williams is probably one of the key gangsters I would like to bring in at some point when a window opens up. Now I kind of think that Rachel needs to stay down here. Not only is she my fixer, so of course she's got those crow's feet, she's going to be able to throw more crow's feet down again soon. But I think that Clyde and Grady are going to need the backup down there. So if I can kind of keep those guys down there just sorting out those reinforcements, the rest can go up, take care of the big guns. It's this side lot over there that I'm a little bit concerned about. I haven't got a plan for it at the moment, but we'll see how the next couple of turns actually go. And sorry for the slight delay in this episode releasing as well. Unfortunately, I've been a bit under the weather the last couple of weeks, so I haven't been able to record on schedule. Slightly annoying, but hey, we've got to it now. Baby Monk's absolute brute. Let's get him up and in that action. Now, if we delay their turns, they can come in after the reinforcements has come in and hopefully do some damage. Whoosh. Baby Monk's got 54 damage done to him.
What's that?
Now, Crow's Feet should stop them doing whatever it is they're trying to do. They normally come in and take position. Crow's Feet will stop them taking position, and then they can then take their turn.
All right, let's go.
Good, damn it. Knocked him out. Not always good, but hey, he's not going to be able to take his next turn, and we will have other gangsters to worry about anyway.
Beautiful.
What can Cristiano do? Do we take someone out completely? Oh, shh. Okay, wow, 127 damage and it wasn't even a crit. That was huge. So Grady got us the kill. But of course she is still alive, so we may have to get an assassination in. I don't think that actually killed her off. Oh no, it did. It did kill her off. Yeah, see, no assassination as an option. Or execution. No executions available. I do like the execution perk. It's quite cool. The extra, what, 15 regenerative damage or regen you get is rather helpful. So we've got access to Crow's Feet again, which is awesome. I kind of need to get out of the way. I don't really want to use Booby Trap. I've had bad experience with Booby Trap. Because I'm playing melee, Booby Trap essentially is quite hazardous for me, because if I walk into that Booby Trap, because her traps are poisoned, I will also get poisoned, which is problematic. So I really do need to be wise when it comes to how and when I use that perk. But you know what? I don't know if I would be able to even complete this without a fixer. Maybe that's another way to make this playthrough even harder, or make the next one harder still. And I don't know if you noticed, but the hair trigger of Cristiano, so powerful. That with the knife throw and the axe throw, really, really helpful. I kind of wish I had more of him. Grady, 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 what can we do with you, my friend? I like Grady. Old school enforcers, they've been really useful. Oh, what? Did I just jinx it? Did I just jinx Grady's life? The guy just gone down, and there we go, guys. We have got a timer on this safe house now. If we do not complete it in the next, what, 4 rounds, I believe Grady is dead. Now, we have Stephanie down. We have a number of their gangsters down already. But there's a hell of a lot of reinforcements to come. You've got the underboss as well to do. Pressure's on, guys. I thought we wanted to try and have another episode without a fatality, but you know what? I don't know if it's gonna happen. We're up against it, absolutely up against it. Hopefully the rest of this will go smoothly. We'll see. We've got the big boys up the top of the safe house, which is kind of leaving the lower tier gangsters that we have to take care of the reinforcements and a few of the other gangsters that were over there in the far corner. Grady going down, though, was not part of the plan. I was literally just saying how important those lower tier enforcers have been. Clyde and Grady, both of them being my go-to when it comes to needing that bullet shield. Quick shout out for Praggers Gaming. The guy has been on YouTube a while now. He is a long-term viewer and also a huge fan of Empire of Sin. I believe he's done playthroughs on his channel as well. So if anyone is watching, obviously, you know, if you've made it this far into this video, you do like your Empire of Sin. Maybe you're looking for another channel to kind of go to that's doing Empire of Sin content, or maybe you just want a fresh pair of ears. Well, go over, check out his channel, subscribe even, and you know, if you do, say hi from the Critically Clueless. Let's take out this underboss. I love the fact that Cristiano can use his knife throw. It does mean I'm able to inflict damage and of course move at the same time. I think the underboss is kind of dead, so moving on down the road's probably the better option. I was debating finishing him off just for the health buff, but you know what, Cristiano has got some decent armor, so I'm not sure we're going to need it. Let's try and get Baby Monks involved a bit more as well. Disappointing with that 34 damage he just done. Diana and Dottie, let's move them two down. I love those two gangsters. I've used them so many times. And Bruno. Now, there used to be, for anyone that used to play Empire of Sin, will remember, when it very first launched, you used to be able to get Bruno super early on. He has a thing for Maria. Maria was obviously one of the first starting gangsters. She also had a tiny little mission where if you looked after Bruno for her, you had an opportunity to recruit him. He could have been like your second recruited gangster, which was incredibly overpowered because the guy is a beast to have. But yeah, the game was very much different on its release. It was also a little bit broken, so if you didn't play it back then, I fully understand why. I kind of feel like the failure on release, the reason, you know, it being broken kind of hurts Empire Sin massively. I think it got some bad reviews, and I don't think that helped it at all. And I don't think it ever really truly recovered from its release. It's a bit of a shame. I started a podcast recently, and I feel like a subject for an episode in that podcast is, are pre-releases, are early accesses a good idea? Because in the case of Empire Sin, I truly think that it hampered. They rushed it out. It wasn't what it certainly wasn't is what it is today. And I think that really hampered it. I think that had it waited, had it released with the Precinct update, being day one release, I think the game would have been received, and he's dead. I think the game would have been received differently. Grady has died, guys. Patrick Grady is dead. There we go. Another gangster down. OG gangster at that. We've had him a long time on the channel. A long time in a playthrough, even. He has been on the channel even longer. Obviously. Okay, we need to get this done now because we have lost a gangster. We definitely don't want to lose a gangster. Definitely don't want to lose another one. Diana. Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, as I nicknamed her in many of her episode. What can we do with her? 39 damage, not so cool, but I guess if they've got that kind of armor, then they're going to be getting a resistance from our melee because of that. Hair trigger coming in clutch there. Oh no, Baby Monks is down, guys. This is gone from bad to worse. Could it really get any more worse? Grady's gone down. Not only that, but Baby Monks is now down too. So we are kind of starting a brand new, fresh. And Rachel is looking not so pretty. What can we do? Hair trigger's coming in clutch. When we get back control of our gangsters, we're going to have to seriously think about trying to finish this off as efficiently as possible. Crow's feet doing their job, of course. Disrupting movements. Disrupting actions. Clyde's low on health. I don't really like how low health Clyde Malone is. He's got a good body armor though. Not the greatest health pool. Used to have a bigger health pool. We're talking about OG Empire of Sin. And Clyde's one of the gangsters that actually got a nerf. He used to be a very early, decent gangster to pick up. He had a bigger health pool. I think he had something like 112 health. Not a massive health pool, but you know what? For a tier 1 gangster, not bloody bad.
Understood.
There we go. Look at that. We've inflicted bleed as well. So that gangster should, in theory, be dead on the next turn. If he doesn't get a heal, that is. The AI do seem to like healing quite a lot. But in this episode, at least, they haven't really been on it, which is good for us, of course, if we're not healing in combat. How about the AI plays along too? Bruno got in a good whack there. Definitely in need of that upgrade. Good old whack.
What?
Damn, there's a lot. So many reinforcements. I kinda shoulda sorted that out.
I will make
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Clyde just gone down, guys. Is he dead? Is Clyde dead, or is he... Or is he knocked out? Clyde has died. Clyde has died. That is the second in this episode. Oh dear, what is happening, guys? Things have gone bad to worse. Had I taken out those rackets before going in, this probably wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
However, we have added an extra 2 deaths to our gangster death list count. Oh, I'm genuinely gutted. We're going to have to find a new enforcer, or we're going to have to turn one of our other enforcers into having bullet shield. Diana is also very, very low.
Let's go. I told you.
Let's give her the power of an execution. Of course, even if she is to be shot dead now, it will bring her back from the dead, which is rather helpful. Dottie, of course, has bags of health. No surprise there. Bull Rush would be a bad idea. I'm pretty sure Rachel is on the floor. If I was to use Bull Rush, I think I would end up killing her. So, bad idea.
Understood.
But again, Dottie is another one that we could turn. I believe she's an enforcer. Therefore, she could have bullet shield.
Got him.
Can't believe we lost Grady and Clyde in this safe house. That's really rather unfortunate. We have a knife attack. I always forget about the knife attack. One knife attack. I don't think that hit, but we still poisoned.
Yeah.
Now we can do our melee as well.
You asked for it.
Didn't really need the execution.
Not bad.
Kind of like the detail that the crow's feet are on the floor.
All right, I'm on it.
Understood.
Last gangster now. Last guard. Bruno to get the last kill. Kind of fitting, considering he's going to be the one benefiting after. And there we go, guys. We have done it. Now, Baby Monks is injured. He is out for 87 days. That's actually insane. What I'm going to do there, I don't know. Of course, we have also lost 2 other gangsters. We did get a little bit of money for that. However, we did, of course, get the sniper rifle, which we cannot use. We do, of course, have the number cruncher, which is an improved sledgehammer. I'm really glad we got that. Actually, that's really useful. Bruno's definitely going to use that. I don't know what to make of that. That was a tough episode. That was a tough safe house. We did lose 2 gangsters. Essentially, we kind of lost 3 gangsters because Baby Monks, of course, is going to be a gangster we're not going to be able to use for 3 months, which is a huge amount of time. Not really sure what to say about that. We have hit 709 notoriety now, though, which is pretty awesome. We're definitely up there now. And Stephanie St. Clair is dead. Faction eliminated. We do have a lot of thug precincts to take over now. And Daniel McGee Jackson has requested a truce. I think it's probably going to be a good idea to accept that for us right now. If we accept that, we'll be able to mop up where Stephanie kind of went gone. And of course, it would give Baby Monk some time to recover. Next episode could be just us getting those thug precincts up and running. But there we go, guys. That is currently the Black Book. Look at all those deaths. It's kind of insane, the amount of gangsters that have died on our watch. But hopefully you've enjoyed this episode, guys, because, my God, that kind of sucks. But also, hooray, we just done another safe house. If you did enjoy it, hit that like button, comment your thoughts down below, and I will see you in the next episode next week, of course, where we will be hopefully mopping up and still moping from this episode. But until next time, I've been a monk, we've been a critique. I will see you in the next episode real soon. Until then, take it easy. And of course, as ever, guys, happy gaming.